Alrighty guys, welcome back to Rapid Racing TV, here with the Silver Bullet Racing League here tonight. Started just a couple minutes ago as the mini stocks have found their way to Charlotte, and they're going to rip around here again for the Silver Bullet Racing League. Had a good break, glad to be back here on Sunday night. Again, tomorrow is GFI, so a couple action-packed nights here for Rapid Racing TV. But it's glad to be back. Again, if you don't know me, my name is Kyle. And we're gonna, these guys had a practice session last night, and I actually was fortunate enough to race instead of broadcast these guys. So they put up some practice sessions, I guess, throughout. And it was nice being able to, you know, join in on that as a driver. What's up, FTR? How's it going? How's it going? Cody, how's it going? Glad to see you guys in here. We will most likely have to restart the overlays. Still haven't got that fixed once we move into our heats and whatnot. But we're going to get to your guys' tower here to show you who has the best time of the night. And that is going to be John Mokern, your fastest driver so far here with the number 36 car, running an 18:01 here in practice. Dalton Norris now moves up into the second position with 18.13 in his 67 car. But yeah, I ran with these guys last night. It was kind of nice being in a hosted race where it was a good show. You know, most hosted races in iRacing are terrible. You know, you get wrecked out, or you have the host just, you know, being dumb and whatever. But these guys put on a good show. So, again, if you're interested in some really good league racing, Silver Bullet Racing League is that's the spot to be here as far as dirt goes. Now, if you're into asphalt league racing, GFI would probably be the other top choice here. And I'm not biased. That's me not being biased just because, you know, they pay me or whatever. They put on some good racing, you know, and it's just nice to have on iRacing because you don't see it too often. But we'll go through some drivers here. You guys obviously know some of these drivers so far. That's the 81 Mud Duck Racing Wesley Guantley. He's been in the booth quite a bit. Talked to us plenty of times already, just him being up in the podium. So we'll see what he can do here at Charlotte. He's currently sitting 8th, though, in practice with an 18.29. Cole Nordman, another driver there in the 96 mini stock, sitting 13th with an 18.38. And some other guys making their way to the track. Glenn Sharp now is making his way out to the track with an 18.37. He's in the number 99 car. So that is just a few drivers that we have on tap here so far for the Silver Bullet Racing League. Cody, is Dylan in this one? No, I do not see Dylan. I'm guessing he retired. But I do not see his name just yet. So John Mokern right now is your fast time here in practice. We'll go on a closer camera angle with him to see what his car looks like going around here, turn 1 and 2. Kind of just there on the bottom side to the middle side of the racetrack there. Comes down the backstretch here into 3 and 4. As you see, getting that car sideways. Makes his way down the front stretch here. Puts down an 18.18 on that lap. So John still finding speed here early in the night, but late in practice. Dalton Norris moves into the 3rd position. Wesley Guantley throws down a really good lap with an 18.12 for him. So he was able to find the speed on the track and brought his car to a top 2 fast time here in practice. Again, that's Wesley Guantley there out of Batesville. He's got the Mud Duck Racing 81. Very noticeable car there. Carter Long making his way out there, sitting 7th right now with an 18.18. He's in the number 5 car. The number 29 on the car, iRacing is going to show it as 5 for tonight. He's got a black car, red hood, and I don't know, the colors are kind of faded there on the doors. Craig Bristol there in the Coors Light, number 40, making his way to a top 4 right now. Puts down an 18.13. Maybe an 18.12 is what the ticker is showing. I don't believe that is correct, though. So Craig finding some speed here. We're going to go on board with Craig to see what it looks like on the inside view of these cars. See here, the track is working in pretty good, it looks like. As he makes his way down to the middle of 4. Thunder's down the front stretch here. Has got the red light on the tack, so he is absolutely running the crap out of it here at Charlotte. Number 63, Riley Fiddler, driver out of Canada there. The number, again, the number 63, the onboard camera with him. He's currently sitting 9th right now. Eric Steele, the number 32 car, has made his way with a pretty good lap here, an 18.27. That's going to put him top 12 here. Looks like he races for Hard Racing Team right there. So, team driver out here in the 32 car. Sean Green, the number 27, put down a 18.19 in practice. He is currently sitting top 10 on the tower. All right, a couple other new drivers here. The number 55, Andrew Lemke. I believe that is how that last name is pronounced. Puts down an 18.39 as his best time. Currently sitting 18th. Michael Massey now onto the track there. The number 22 putting down an 18.58 in his dirt mini stock. So just 3 minutes remaining here in the Silver Bullet Racing League's practice. And then I believe they'll move into their heats as they don't do qualifying. So just a chopper view from what the top side of the racetrack looks like here. Again, a lot of tackiness still there. You have a little bit of black, though, coming into 1 and 3. But through the turns there, still quite a bit of mud to keep your car hooked up in. So John Moncurn, they're in the 36, still out in front. Nobody has been able to find the speed that John has just yet. Again, that could change in qualifying, but nonetheless, finds himself running an 18.01, so about a tenth faster than everybody else there. That's sitting, top 5, top 10 or so. That's the number 36. John, loving how his car feels at Charlotte so far. We'll see if he can keep that momentum going here throughout the night. So 1.5 minutes remaining here in practice. Glad to have you guys here at Rapid Racing TV. It has been quite a bit of a break, but we are back to give you guys some good iRacing action here on your Sunday night. Hopefully everybody has a good work week. Let's all try to make it through and, keep our heads high and look towards Friday, because that's my favorite day of the week. I don't know about you guys. Also, I do want to let you guys know that Rapid Racing TV will be sponsoring a new clothing brand that is in the works that is owned by me and Cody. If you guys are interested in that clothing brand, it's more of a country-style, Western-style clothing brand. They're going to be doing hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts for a really affordable price but high quality. So if you guys are interested in maybe getting some new clothes, stay tuned to the Rapid Racing TV YouTube channel, as we'll be having some commercials coming out here soon. Craig Bristol there in the 39 car, the 40 car, 39 on iRacing, sitting 4th. So that'll conclude tonight's practice And we'll move in to the heat race number 1 to see what these mini stocks could put on here tonight. I know they have struggled just a little bit lately, but I think Race Control has got them, you know, saying, hey, we don't want to race like that. This is how we need to race. And we'll see if these guys can have listened to that. As we'll get your grid up here momentarily for heat race number 1 as the drivers are already starting to grid up to the track. All right, Mr. Moncurn. We're going to see what he can do here tonight as he starts pull. Let me get your guys' grid up on the screen. There it is. All right, the driver out of Ohio in the number 36, John Moncurn, starting out in front. Eric Steele on the outside of him, going to be in the 32 car. Cole Nordman there in the 96 on the outside of Cole. On row 2 is going to be Michael Massey there out of Texas in the number 22. Joey Brewer starting P5 in the 62. Sean Green, the driver out of New England, in the 27. And Landon Payne in the number 11 out of Georgia, going to be rounding out your final 2 positions here at heat race number 1 at Charlotte. So as these guys are going to get rolling here momentarily, we will see what kind of show they can put on for you guys. As I believe we might be waiting for one more guy here. There it is. All right. They are rolling out onto the track. Good group of cars here. Going to have 7 here in this heat race. 6 or 7, I believe. As the pace truck lights are out. And, of course, my overlay decides to break. Oh, maybe it didn't. I think it's just a little bit slower today. All right, there you have it. Pace truck is going to pull off here momentarily. Number 36, John Moncurn. Going to start you guys off as I think we're going to go one more time. So not ready to go just yet. 8 laps will be the distance. All right. Now, I believe this time by is going to be your guys' green flag. As you see it there, pace truck pulls off on the backstretch. John's going to get the field tightened up behind him. And the green flag going to drop out for him. We're going to see if he can keep it up front. He's got the Tide 32 car on his outside. That's going to be Eric Steele. As they're on the loud pedal here early with 8 laps to go. The 36 out in front with a pretty good lead there. Had a good start. Eric Steele there in the P2 position. Cole Norman there, P3. Cole has the number 22 of Michael Massey there on his inside. So they're going to be double file here into turns 3 and 4. Sean Green looking to make a move on the outside. Yes, he does. There's Sean Green there in the number 27 car making a move. The number 5 of Michael Massey moves back. 62 also found some speed upside on the middle side of the racetrack there. Was able to pass Sean and Michael. So Joey Brewer in the 62 finds himself now into the 4th position, up 2 spots. He is now on the inside there of Cole Norman. We're going to see if he can make a pass with just 6 laps to go. As they are literally side by side here into the corner. That's going to be Cole Norman on the outside, Joey Brewer on the inside. So the battle between the 96 and the 62. Sean Green looking to come up and make an appearance into the mix. And the 62 a little loose there into the bottom side of the turn. Going to allow 27 of Sean Green now up to the top of the racetrack. Going to be 3 wide here to 3 and 4. We're going to see if he can get a run on the top side. Yes, he does, but it's not going to be good enough to pass Cole Norman. So Cole Norman holding off that 3rd spot. Sorry, now 27 took it back. Sean Green back and forth here with Cole. As they are door to door here into 3 and 4. 4 laps to go now. 3 laps to go. Still side by side here in front of the crowd. You're going to have Sean Green in the 27 on the outside. The 96 Cole Norman on the inside there. Cole starting to fall back just a little bit. Sean able to find some momentum there on the middle side of the racetrack there. And has found his dirt mini stock into the top 3. Top 3 with just 2 to go. 2 to go. So Joey Brewer there in the blue and red 62. Trying to make a pass there on Cole. Was kind of being patient there, but now chops down to the bottom side of the racetrack there. He'll see if that'll be the passing lane to put him in the 4th position as they go white flag. Final lap for the Silver Bullet Racing League Heat Race number 1. Going to have Joey Brewer still out in front of Cole just by a hair. They are fighting for the 4th and 5th position now. John out in front, and he's going to take your checkered flag. Congratulations, John. Heat Race number 1 winner. Eric Still in the 32, going to finish 2nd. Sean Green up 4 spots, top 3. And Joey Brewer in the 62 finds himself in the 4th position. Cole Norman P5, Michael Massey P6, and Jordan in the 91 and P7. So some good battles there that we had between Sean, Joey, and Cole. Those 3 were literally side by side for the majority of that race. You had one on the inside, one in the middle, and the one on the outside. And they were literally back and forth. As we'll move into heat race number 2, you will have Craig Bristol here gonna start you guys off. So we will go on board there. There it is. All right, as I believe they are gridded up. And I was too late to the grid, unfortunately. So this will be your guys' grid. Craig Bristol going to be the pole setter here, I believe. Yes, he will. And is outside going to have the 88 of Kevin Prettyman. Starting row number 2, going to have the 03 of Chris Beavers. On the outside of Chris, going to have the 16 of Henry Jones. The 85 going to start you guys on row number 3. And the 85, Perry Vance. On the outside of him, Glenn Sharp. And Dana and Todd going to round out the field here. So we'll see with the Coors Light number 40 car, if he can keep it up front for your guys' heat race number 2. That's a good looking car if I've ever seen one. These mini stock guys, they put some effort and time into the wrap. I see a really good looking one back there. I believe that is the number 25 of Chris Beavers. No. Henry Jones. Henry Jones. So the 25 of Henry Jones got a good looking race car out there. Love to see the shiny chrome on the number. So he finds himself in the 4th position on the outside now. I believe Craig is going to take you guys on a green flag. There he is on the loud pedal here, right in front of the front stretch. As the Coors Light of Craig Bristol out in P number 1. Going to have Chris Beavers there, sliding up the racetrack just a little bit, but gains some speed there out of 2. That is going to be the 03 Chris Beavers. Looking to kind of just make something on the bottom work, but it's not looking promising there. As the 88, Kevin Prettyman now on a good run there off of 4. Henry Jones as well up into the mix as they go nose to tail so far. Oh, we got a 3-wide battle between Glenn, Perry, and Todd. Looky here, folks, as the 99 Glenn Sharp there on the outside of the 3-wide. Now he's got the 85 of Perry Vance on the inside. So here's your guys' battle at the moment. As they thunder down the backstretch here, about to go into 3 and 4. We're going to have the 99 of Glenn on the outside, 85 on the inside there. Literally side by side. They might trade some paint here, folks. We'll see, as not one line has been the absolute fastest here yet. Some of these guys are making that top side work, and some of these guys are making the bottom side work. But it, nonetheless, Craig Bristol out in front still. Now Chris Beavers into the mix. Is he going to make the pass for the slide job? No, not enough momentum there for a slide job. They're going to thunder down the backstretch here. As Craig still out in front in the Coors Light 40 car. He had Chris Beavers knocking at his door, as he still does. Side by side on the front stretch now. Craig on the outside, the 03 Chris on the inside. Again, what I was saying earlier, not one line has been the fastest just yet, as these cars are drag racing pretty much every corner so far. So Chris has made his way out in front for P1 with just a couple laps remaining. Oh, man, they are side by side. This is some good racing up in front. But Craig now out in front was able to find the speed on the top side of 4, had the run there. He's still going to be about a bumper, just a bumper in front of Chris Beavers. Chris Beavers trying to make a move there, slides up the racetrack, loses a little bit of momentum there. Craig Bristol now with a good run there off of 4, down the front stretch here in front of the crowd. Good run that he had there. As they slow it down for the checkered flag. And we will be taking a short break here, guys. If we don't have any more heats, I believe we have one more. So, sorry for the ticker up at the top not working. Again, that is just a issue that I have not been able to fix. It always fixes itself, though, after the warm-up, which is nice. All right. Starting out in front there in the number 63 driver out of Canada, Riley. Going to have himself out in front. On his outside, going to be the 13 of Joe Morant. Chris Allison starting row number 2. And on the outside of him, the Mud Duck Racing 81. Looks like he's going to move up to the second position now. So a little bit of change there in the grid. Chris Allison, Dalton Norris for row number 2. Row number 3 going to have Carter Long. And the number 55, Andrew Lemke. And Joe Moran looking like he's taking the EOL here for the heat race. So a little bit of change in the grid. But nonetheless, Riley still going to be out in front to start you guys off here momentarily as we go one more time by for the Silver Bullet Racing League heat race number 3. I believe this will be the last one here, and we will be taking a short break here on Rapid Racing TV. We got any fans in here? Any fans? Any drivers? Who do we got there in the stream? Who are you cheering for tonight? Because we got a lot of good drivers here for this league. Plenty of night in, night out. These guys put on a show for Rapid Racing, and especially it puts on a show for me and all the other drivers as well. So green flag is out. The number 63, Mr. Riley out in front. Wesley, though, the Mud Duck Racing was able to get a good restart there as he finds himself way up at the top of the racetrack there, running the cushion down. Maybe didn't get the run that he wanted, but still has some speed going into 3. Riley there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Give it to Wesley Gwaltley now, the new leader for heat race number 1, lap number 1 completed. Going to have Dalton Norris there on a hell of a run so far. The number 67 found some speed. Is now battling Riley. So Riley, unfortunately, moving to the back pretty quick here for heat race number 3 as the P2 gets taken over by the number 67 of Dalton Norris. Dalton Norris already up 4 spots from where he gridded up. So he is looking to take the lead away from the 81 of Wesley Gwaltley. He's going to have to keep it together and not make any mistakes because Dalton Norris on the rails early in the heat race number 3. Riley's still moving to the back. Carter Long going to have you guys sitting 4th in the number 5 car. Andrew Lemke there in the number 55. On his car has no numbers, though. That's a little odd. Right behind him, the car that took the EOL, that's going to be the number 13 of Joe Morant. Oh, we're going to have a wreck here. Yes, we do. Wreck here in the heat race between Joe and Andrew. Andrew got loose, and Joe didn't, I guess, check up for him. He just kept driving and drove on through him. So now Joe's going to be in the back of the pack. Andrew Lemke back there as well. Chris Allison now moves into the 5th position. So that's the number 7 car. Carter Long there, working his way back up to maybe battle it out with Riley. Wesley still having a little momentum, no, but I don't think gaining any. He might be losing some. So I think Dalton's the driver right now that is finding the best speed and the fastest way around the track so far. But I don't think there's just enough time there to close that gap. But nonetheless, if Wesley makes a mistake, that is going to be Dalton Norris in the 67. Might be able to find himself with a heat race win, my apologies. Because we have just a couple laps to go. Wesley's still out in front. Riley 3rd. Carter Long 4th. Chris Allison there in the number 7 5th. Yeah, Andrew Lemke up one spot from where he gridded. Then Joe Morant still out there, though. And we now take the checkered flag. Checkered flag. Wesley Guantley in the 81, finding himself in victory lane for the heat race as they go into a warm-up. And we'll be taking a short break here on Rapid Racing TV. We will be right back here shortly, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. Here with just a couple minutes left for the warm-up here for these guys. And then they'll move into the main event. And then following tonight's mini stock, we'll bring at 9 p.m. Eastern. So here in 30 minutes, directly after this race, we'll have the 358 modifieds here at Charlotte. And that will conclude the Silver Bullet Racing League's broadcast tonight. So not over after this main event. We got one more, folks. So if you could tune in just a little bit longer after this main event, we'll have some good modified racing to follow. As Wesley in the 81 with an 18.29, he is the heat race number 3 winner, and he is the quick time. So he's got these cars figured out. We can definitely see that. Basically, any track he goes to in these things, he's up in front. Also, the 36, so John Monkern, he usually finds himself at the top of the leaderboard for, really anything he hops into. So, we got a big wreck there. Sorry, that caught me off guard as I was waiting to see literally that happen is a big pile up. But again, it's just warm up, guys. So all they got to do is hold escape and pick a new car. So just 10 seconds to go, and then we'll move into the grid for a pretty good car count here. I believe just over 20 cars for the A main event. So a lot of mini stocks here on tap. As the checkered flag comes out, and we'll get gridded up for the Silver Bullet Racing League A main event here at Charlotte and the Dirt Mini Stocks. This ought to be a good one. Hopefully not as many yellows as we usually see, but the track looks pretty worked in there. As we'll get them gridded up here momentarily. All right, here's your guys' grid. The driver out of Ohio, the number 36, John Monkern, finding himself pole setter here. On the outside of him, going to have Craig Bristol, the driver out of New York in the 39 car. Starting row number 2, Wesley Gwantley in the 81. On the outside of Wesley, going to have Eric Steele and P number 4, the 32 car. P number 5, Chris Beavers in the 03. On the outside of Chris, going to have Dalton Norris in the 67. Driver out of New England, Sean Green in the 27. On the outside of him, going to have Henry Jones in the 16. Row number 5, going to have Riley Fiddler, the driver out of Canada. On the outside of him, going to have Joey Brewer in the 62. Kevin Prettyman, Carter Long, going to have the Kevin in the 88, and Carter in the number 5. That's going to be P11 and P12, so that'll be the top 12 on the grid. But plenty of other drivers there on tap, so 23 cars will start us off here for a 35-lap A main event. This is going to be a fun one here, folks, as the track has been pretty fast here so far for these guys, and it's not too tight, it's not too loose. We only saw one wreck, and they were able to keep it going right away. So that's nice to see, as they have made it through tonight's Dirt Mini Stocks pretty quick. Was able to make it through qualifying, or not qualifying, was able to make it through the heats, no issues. Gridded up really fast here for the feature. These drivers are ready to take the mini stock around and get on the loud pedal here for 35 laps. So John and Craig are going to start you guys off on row number 1. Here early in the night, they are up front, but plenty of time. They're going to have to keep it up at the front of the pack for quite a while if they want to find themselves in a podium position come checkered flag time. Because a lot of these drivers want it, and they are going to try hard to get it. A lot of black slick, though, moving into the turns. As you're going to see, the green flag has come out for the number 36. Going to start you guys off. Good restart there from John. Craig Bissell there in the Coors Light car. Wesley Gwantley there dove down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He will now find himself sitting third. He's got the Tide car on his outside. That's the 32 of Eric Steele. Whoa, almost contact there. Wesley Gwantley moving up to the top side of the racetrack now. 32 got to chop him down to the inside. He's going to see, and yellow is out. Yellow is out. I believe that is going to be the 88 of Kevin Prettyman involved. We're going to go on a replay to see what happened when Mr. Prettyman, as the yellow flag comes out here early. So he's got the 29 car on his inside. They're getting close, and boom, contact there from the 29. And 88 gets spun around, coming out of 4, right in front of the crowd for Kevin Prettyman, finding his mini stock, doing a 360 here. Ooh, more contact there from the number 7 car, taking a lot of damage there. And they keep it rolling nonetheless. So Kevin now to the back of the pack. So we will see who's out in front as the ticker is getting updated here. So I believe still out in front, going to have the 36 of John Monkern. Craig Bristol, believe, yes, there in the number 40 Coors Light on the outside pole. And Wesley Gwantley now third in the 81 Mud Duck Racing Machine. So that's the top three at the moment. Eric Steele in the Tide car was battling it out there with the Mud Dog Racing 81 car. And they were kind of just back and forth there for just a lap or so. You saw 81 make the move in front of 32. Then 32 shot it down on the inside of the 81, and then that's when the caution came out. So it looks like they're stacked back up. Pace truck is off on the backstretch. So these drivers are ready to go once again for the 35-lap A main event. Still plenty of time left as the green flag is now out. The 36 takes it, and they are thundering down the front stretch here. Another good restart there from John. Rolls through the black slick, kind of rolling into it. And out of two he goes. Wesley Gwantley now moves into the second position. He was on the outside, was able to make a move there on the number 40 car. Slides up in front of the 40. Now the 40 now wanted to go down to the inside as he was going to, but I believe the number 32 and the 03 caught him off guard. So he's going to have to stay there on the top side of the racetrack as Wesley making some distance up there between him and John, the leader. As we got a three-wide battle now. The 32 car going to be the inside. That's Eric Steele going to be the donut in the three-wide. Got the 03 of Chris Beavers there on the bottom side. The number 40 of Craig Bristol way up to the top. Literally three-wide. Look at the view here. As we move now to lap number 6. Still three-wide. Haven't moved just yet. Oh, 32 almost down to the 03 car. The 03 sliding up. A little bit of contact there. Door to door. More contact now. And there he goes. The 03 of Chris Beavers spinning around. Uh-oh. So they were beating and banging into the turn, and it just kind of turned into one getting spun around. I thought they were able to keep it going, but that's going to be a negative. We're going to go back, though, and see. You saw them hitting each other there coming into one. So the 32 on the outside, the 03 on the inside. He kind of just slides up and was wanting to maybe do a bump and run to say, hey, I'm here to race. So you saw he fed it to him there. Then the 32 gets loose. The 03 had nowhere to go. And boom, gets turned around. The 67 car also contact there with the 03. And that is the car that is around. Chris Beavers, Heartbreak Hotel for him as he was fighting for a top 5, maybe a top 6 there. And boom, more contact there at the back of the field. So almost a domino effect. Heartbreak there. But he keeps it rolling now. As they'll grid back up, Pace Truck is out. John, Wesley, and Craig going to be your top 3 here at the moment. The Tide car of Eric Steele and Dalton Norris maybe trying to find something here at Charlotte to move their way up. But nonetheless, they've had some battles to get through to keep their positions as they double them back up now. Going to have John start us back off. Pace Truck is going to pull off there on the backstretch. So I believe we've only had about 10 laps or so completed. So 20 and some change to go. As green flag fires back out for the 36 of John, lap number 7. Likes the rhythm he has there on the top side of the racetrack there. He hasn't moved yet, so sticking to that line of kind of the middle side there. But Wesley in the 81 on his rear bumper. Ooh, the Coors Light car. Uh-oh, got a little loose there, but was able to keep it going. Now the 67 into the mix. He's going to go down to the middle side and make it 3 wide. That's going to be a negative. So Eric Steele still leading those 2 cars right now. He finds himself in the 3rd position. Wesley, though, is hunting him down hard. He is all the way to the top side of the racetrack. So literally his right rear quarter panel is rubbing on that wall on the entrance of the turn. So they're going to go into lap number 10 now, so just 25 to go. John and Wesley going to be out in front quite a while in front of Craig. As they're really close now. Going to be 3 wide here momentarily. The 27 car and the 32 car, a little bit of contact there out of the turn. We almost had it 3 wide there down the backstretch, though. That would have been fun to watch. As we have Sean Green on the inside now. It's a little loose there out of 4. Going to allow Craig back up into the mix. Negative. Beating and banging there from them. So side by side now 67. Doran the 32 car. So again, just bumping and, beating and banging. Nothing. Oh, we're going to have a big wreck there from the 32. Oh, we got car upside down. Flipping down the front stretch. Rolling on rolling. Oh, heartbreak there. Right literally under the flag stand. Tumbling. So we'll go on a replay to see there. The replay is sponsored by KT Custom Computer and Repair. So as you saw, the number 32, having a good battle between, 27, 40, and then got into the wall, came down on the 67 car, so maybe a little bit. It kind of just got him out of whack. So it just, the 32 car kind of beating and banging off some other cars and got him out of his rhythm there into the turn. And then lost the momentum, and I don't think that the cars behind him were ready to make a change just yet. And then that's when you see the 63 car get clobbered by the 25 car. And then just more beating and banging there from the 62 now. Had nowhere to go. But the 63 was able to keep it moving. After all that flipping, he was surprisingly able to keep that car going. So Eric Steele in the 32 back 13 spots now from where he started. He's going to have to really work hard at it to get back up to the front. As John and Wesley were the ones that checked out from the field. But they're back in the hot seat here early in the feature. Still plenty of time. So the pace truck is off. There is your field of cars here at Charlotte. And we're going to go on the inside view.
Check that. Not one to go yet.
So I believe, the green just got called off, guys. So race control is not liking something on the track. Pace truck pulls back off. So we'll go on the inside view of Mr. Green in the 27 car. He's starting third right now as they are about to drop the hammer. Once again, there you have it on the loud pedal, shifting through the gear. 23 remaining for these guys. So as you have it, Mr. Green sitting third. Moving up to the top side of the racetrack. He's watching the 36 and the 81 go at it. As John Moncurn has been able to hold Wesley off so far. He's been doing a good job. Little mistake there from Wesley. Got a little too high there into the turn, but had a good run off of 2. Through the slick into 3. As he is going to make a move here any second on John. He's just got to find a little bit more momentum to pass as the bottom side. There's not much there yet. He's going to have to probably throw a slider, I would say, if he wants to make the pass. Possibly a bump and run on the inside. So just 20 to go. Still John. Oh, yellow flag is out. Not sure what the cause of the yellow. That's going to be the number 11 Kool-Aid car. Going to be the cause of the caution here. We're going to see what happened with him. As he, I believe, was running there. Yep, running in the back of the pack. So gets through the slick. I believe maybe just too hard on the throttle. Gets the car really sideways, and it just moves them straight down into the grass. Hits the tractor tire, boom. Throws the front bumper off that thing. Oh, and almost collects a couple other cars with him. So that is going to be the number 11 taking the caution here tonight. So he goes to the pits to get the car fixed. And now, or no, he's making his way into the pits now to get it fixed. So some good racing so far here, guys. Like to see that. Again, you got to be careful in the mini stocks, especially if you're running these cars through the slick. They are so, these cars are very, I don't know, I'm searching for the word here. You got to treat them. You got to treat them with some respect going through the slick, because a little bit of too much throttle, not enough throttle, will just kind of confuse the crap out of these guys or these cars. And as you see it, you get the car through the slick and maybe just too hard on the throttle sends them right around. I just have a little bit of experience in these things, and I think that's why I don't like them so much, is they want you to drive them, a certain way, and it's just really not my style. I'm a modified guy. These drive completely different from a modified. So John Wesley and Sean. Oh, Sean moving back. I think there's another wreck. Yeah, oh, big one here. Oh, Lord, looky. Oh, my God. The big one happened here at Charlotte. We are going to have to go on a replay to see what happened, because holy cow. There was probably 10, 15 cars mixed up in that. So it looks like, oh man, the 81 of Wesley gets turned around, gets loose, causes the 27 of Sean Green to move up the racetrack, clobbered 3 or 4 cars. Those cars shot down. So we were 4 or 5 wide. And there you have it. Holy cow. Got a car flipping there on the top side of the racetrack. Cars on the bottom side here. So that is going to end a few people's night here. As that is a lot of contact. Sorry, that was not Wesley. So fans, again, that was not the 81 of Wesley. That was a car that looked, or maybe it was Wesley. Now he's moving back. So that might have been that yellow, that EOL might be coming out for the number 81 car. So sorry guys. They gave him the second position back, but now he is taking the EOL. So that was going to be the cause of the caution. So the guy that was about to win it, or well, almost in the position to win it, Wesley in the 81 was fighting the 36 of John Monkern the whole night, and is now only with 18 laps to go. John might be checked out from the field. Dalton Norris, though, up 3 spots already. We got the hard charger here. That's the 91, Jordan. He is up 13 spots, so hard charger here for Jordan. We're going to keep eyes on him as he has made his way through the wrecks and the pack. Almost going to make it 3 wide there with the 32 car and the 67 of Dalton Norris. The 40 Coors Light car of Craig Bristol there also, and a yellow flag is out. So the 29 of Carter Long looks like on the board there for some contact. We'll see what happens there. He looks like go up and around. We'll slow it down. So the number 7 car, oh yeah, the 29 had nowhere to go. The 7 car was just kind of sitting in the middle of the track. Don't know if it got loose. So he collected the 29 car and then collects the 85 with it. The number 99, oh, hard on the brakes, was able to minimize the damage though, so slowed it down just enough, just in time. Dalton Norris though, the 67 car has found something. Again, he was basically a top 5 car for a while. And after the latest 2 cautions have came out, finds himself going to be on the backside of the leader. That's the 36. John Mulkern still out in front. The 40 car, the Coors Light car, Craig Bristol. And that bright orange Tide car, you've seen him quite a bit up in the front of the race. He's still trying to figure it out. Parker Vance, I see you in the chat, man. Can't wait to see you there in the 358 race. So the Pace truck pulls off. And we're going to get it back to green here in just about 1 second as the green flag, there it is, comes out. John Mulkern, can he hold it off for just a little bit longer? 16 laps to go for the Dirt Mini Stocks. Already building some momentum there on Dalton Norris there in the 67 machine. So Dalton, he is going to really have to work hard at it to figure out the speed that John has, because John at the moment has unmatched speed. Only Wesley was able to get up maybe a car length, but nothing more. Chris and Craig, one's on the inside, one's on the outside. That's the battle for 3rd and 4th. Slide job there from the 03 of Chris Beavers now. He's on the top side. He was just on the bottom side before the slide job there. So really good battle there between Chris and Craig. The number 40 car is probably sweating. He has not had a chance to take a breather as the caution comes out. Every time the green is out for the number 40 car, he has somebody that he has got to really battle with. And Chris Beavers threw the slider on him. I believe that was the first slider of the night that was up front that we were able to catch. So they slow it back down. Not sure what the yellow was for yet. If I get any information, I will let you guys know. But we're slowed back down here. I just think that we maybe have 14, 15 laps to go. And once again, guys, following after this feature, they'll move into a 358 modified league race. Again, the same league, Silver Bullet Racing League. And they'll be here at Charlotte. So, the 358s, a little faster pace. A little bit, obviously more power than the mini stocks, so we'll see what they can do here. We got a pretty slick track, though, for these guys. The turn's still looking pretty good there up at the top, but it's pretty worn out going into the turn. So 13 laps remaining. John out in front. Dalton Norris second. Oh, the 03 Chris Beavers almost made the move there on Dalton. So what a good start there from the 03 car. Right rear quarter panel, rubbing the wall all the way around here. Turns 3 and 4. Going to have a good run there on the front stretch in front of the crowd. Going to make the pass almost for second. So Chris Beavers has found something up top. The 67 there on the bottom side of the racetrack now moves up to the top. Saw the 03 have some speed. So a new P2 given to the 03 Chris Beavers now. Dalton moves back to third. 11 laps to go, 11 laps to go. Time is winding down here as John basically checked out once again, almost a half straightaway in front of Chris, and the caution comes out.
Any feeling about the car at all?
So the number 5 car on his car was looking the wrong way on the racetrack, but we'll see why he was looking the wrong way, as it looks like he just got some contact there. So with the all-white car on this top side, so just slid up right into him. So Michael getting super tight into the turn and turned himself around. Collects it back up to the back of the field behind the number 7 car. Wesley Guantley still back there. Heartbreak there for him. He was the guy that was up able to make a run there with John. John, only competition was Wesley at the moment, but finds himself way in the back. So just a few laps remaining. Time is winding down. That checker flag is going to be out any time. So again, we interview the top 3 here on Rapid Racing TV. So John Moncurn, Chris Beavers, and Dalton Norris, those are the top 3 drivers. But you got to give it up there for the 91 of Jordan. He has figured it out. Was able to pass about 13, 14 cars so far. Able to make it through the wrecks that happened in front of him. Able to capitalize there on the restarts. So Jordan on the 91 with a good night tonight. Nothing to hang his head about. So the green flag's going to come back out. John Moncurn. Another good restart. He has just literally found his rhythm here at Charlotte. I mean, very consistent. That car has had 0 mistakes. So 0 mistakes there for John. Chris Beavers, though, out in P number 2. Oh, Chris into the wall hard. Can't get off of it, but keeps it straight. That's going to cause Dalton Norris now to capitalize on Chris's mistake and maybe take the P2 position back. Craig Bristol there in the number 40 car. Up to the top side of the racetrack now. So a lot of these guys pushing their cars all the way to the top now, all the way to the fence. Early in the night, it was on the middle side. But now you find the top 5, 6 fastest guys right now banging the boards down. 8 laps to go. Going to go into 7 to go for the 36 car. Chris Beavers holding it down there in second. Dalton Norris kind of all by his lonesome there in third. Working his way through the slick. Sliding up the racetrack. So time winding down as John takes it with 6 to go. 6 to go for him. That is going to be the 91 of Jordan on the inside of the 32 car. They're going to be side by side there down the backstretch here into 3 and 4. We're going to have 32 car ripping the lip. Almost going to be 3 wide. The 88 car of Kevin Prettyman trying to make it 3 wide. 91 going to be side by side next to the 32. Close racing there from them. 32 gets loose now. 91, a little bit of contact there from the 32. Jordan now moves up another spot. So 5 to go. 5 to go. Caution is out. And we will see what happened here to cause that caution as we got the camera on, I believe, Andrew. As he might have had some involvement in there. I'm not sure exactly just yet. So this is the replay, guys. He's way to the top side. Oh, contact there with the 81 of Wesley. The 62 car was way ahead of him there. So the caution was not caused actually by them. The caution was from the 62 car that was into the wall by himself up at the front. So you got 4 or 5 cars here now into the pits. So that's going to change some things up there for the mid pack to the back. John has only got 5 to go. So just 5 to go, and he might find himself in victory lane here in just a few moments. And then you'll have Chris Beavers and Dalton Norris we might be talking to tonight there in the 2nd and 3rd spot. We are almost there, folks. We have almost made it to the checkered flag for the Dirt Mini Stocks. All right. They're going to get it started back as the pace truck pulls it back off. The flagman has the green flag, and he's waving it for possibly the last time here at Charlotte. 4 to go, 4 to go. Another good restart there from the 36. He is literally gotten it figured out. I mean, maybe a lot of practice has played a factor into his speed, and just incredible show that he has put on here. With 3 laps to go, John has led every lap so far. He's had nobody in front to look at. Everything has been in his rearview mirror. Chris Beavers has got to find something with 2 to go. 2 to go. As Chris has checked out a little bit there from Dalton. Dalton there in front of Riley. But that's going to be a battle right now between Craig and Riley. But we're going to keep it up front because anything could happen with the white flag coming out for the 36. It's 36 now moving down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Chris still way up at the top, so we're going to see if John can hold it down as we got a lapped car, the 32 car there on the bottom side. This could make something interesting here for the final corner. The 30 car moves up to the top side. Is going to make 36 John have to work the bottom side. Is he going to keep it together? Yes, he will. Checkered flag for number 36, John Munker. Chris Beavers there, maybe a couple more laps, would have found himself battling it out with the leader. Dalton Norris in the 67. That'll be the top 3 finishers here tonight, and we will go on an interview here with the 67 of Dalton Norris here momentarily. Good race there from the top 3 guys there towards the end. The lapped car almost made it interesting. All right, we'll see if Dalton Norris is ready to talk. Hey,
yo, where'd you get that cheese, Danny?
I wasn't expecting that. All right, Dalton. It's Kyle up here in the booth. You find yourself in a podium finish tonight. Kind of walk us through how you're able to get your car. You started 6th, finished 3rd. Walk us through your night.
Yeah, car was pretty good from the beginning. I mean, could have had a little less stagger and probably a little more right front shock in the thing. But we spent a lot of time throughout the week playing around with Craig, Glenn, all the other guys in the group, kind of trying to build some really good setups for tonight. We knew it was going to be tough. So
yeah, absolutely. You know, you had a lot of battles that you had to work through there. So it's a well-deserved 3rd position finish for you tonight. Who would you like to thank?
Yeah, again, just Craig, Glenn, everybody that's admin in the group. I mean, put on a good place for everybody to come in and have fun over the weekend. So that'll always be my go-to.
All right. Well, congratulations. I will move you back down. And will we be seeing you there in the 358s?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. So that was the 3rd position. We're going to go now to see if the 03 Chris Beavers, driver out of Tennessee, would like to talk. As I don't see him anywhere in the Discord, so that is the last call for Chris Beavers. If you're in the stream and you would like to be interviewed, please come to the waiting room. All right, well, we'll go talk to your leader of the 36, John, to see how his night went and how he feels there in Victory Lane, as I don't think he's in the Discord either. So we'll give him just a couple minutes or a couple seconds here to hop in the waiting room chat. If not, we will take a short break and move on into our 358s. All right. Looks like they did not want to talk. So, again, the top 3, John McCurran, Chris Beavers, and Dalton Norris taking the top 3 here. The Dirt Mini Stocks of Charlotte. So, we'll be back here momentarily for your guys' 358s here at Charlotte. So, we'll see you here just momentarily. Alrighty, guys, we are back here for the Silver Bullet Racing League Heat Race number 1. Taking the green flag out here at Charlotte. The number 5, Michael Massey, finds himself starting P number 1. As these cars are thundering down here the backstretch now. The 007 of Sam Bachman there, making a move there, found some speed. Almost 3 wide on the front stretch. As the number 91 of Jordan out in front here. So Jordan, that's the hard charger there in the dirt mini stocks, and now finds himself leading the heat race number 1 with just a few laps to go here. As my ticker seemed to stop working once again. So we will have to take a break here after heat race number 1. The 91 out in front. Jordan up a spot already from where he started. Looking good out there. Sam Bachman trying to find some speed there on the bottom side of the racetrack here. A lot of tackiness still down there. So side-by-side racing there from the top 2 here at Charlotte. Slide job there from the 007, Sam Bachman. Is he going to be able to keep it out in front of the 91? 91 now going to throw it back to him. Negative. He's going to keep it on the bottom side of the racetrack there in the 1 and 2. Down the backstretch here, the 007 on the top side. That is the black, that's the white, black, and red car you see on the screen here. 91 of Jordan falling behind just a little bit. Sam Bachman now is going to be the new heat race number 1 leader. Now goes to the bottom side of the racetrack, uses the slider line up into 4, into the marbles there. Man, he's got some speed here early. 91, Dana Champagne. That's the number 9 car. And then number 5, Michael Massey into the wall a little bit. Hard contact, maybe some damage there to the right front of his 358. And the 007, Sam Bachman, takes your heat race number 1 win. We're going to take a short break here. So just give me 1 second, guys. All right, we are back. John going to be out in front here with just a few laps remaining here for heat race number 2. That's the number 36 car. We're going to see if we can stop having technical difficulties for you guys. It's getting really frustrating to have to deal with this, especially when I paid monthly for it. Oh, we got a big wreck there in the back. The number 55 of Andrew Lemke. A lot of damage there to his 358. Going to have to pull it into the pits there. But John still out in front there. The number 36 got the 81 of Wesley Gwantley on the inside there. Going to have Landon Payne running third, and that's the number 11 car. Sean Green trying to work his way up into the mix there in the 27 car. So some good-looking race cars. John and Wesley were the guys battling out there in the dirt mini stocks. Now battled out here in the 358s for heat race number 2. John on the top side of the racetrack now finding some speed with just 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. The Mud Dog Racing 81 looking to make something happen there on the inside now. Is he going to make a move? He is going to throw a slide job from deep into 3 at the top side of 4. 36 going to slip down under him now, so that is going to be the battle here. 81 now down to the bottom side. Going to have to throw another slide job here. We're going to see if he does it. Yes, he does. Slide job there from Wesley. Oh, checks up hard. Wesley had to check up hard. Oh, big wreck from him. Is John also broken as well? I believe the checkered flag is out. So that's going to move. If mine's correct, Landon Payne's going to be the heat race number 2 winner. Oh, heartbreak there from Wesley. Had to check up hard. And then fortunately got into the tractor tire. All right, so we are still having difficulties with our ticker at the top. I am not sure what is going on, and this has been an ongoing thing here on Rapid Racing TV. We're going to see, hopefully, if we could just restart it.
Green flag.
All right, we're back in action with Dean Reynolds out in front there in the number 79 car. That is the purple and white 358. He's got the number 9 of Nolan Morrow behind him now. Oh, Nolan getting passed there by the 199 of Ryan Halliday. So Ryan found some speed there at the top of 1 and 2. Was able to make a pass there on the number 9 car. Oh, that is the leader. Up and around. That's 79 of Dean Reynolds. He was your leader and finds himself now spinning out, I believe. So give it to the number 9, Nolan Morrow. Never mind. As the number 1 car making his way through the middle side of the racetrack there into 3 and 4. Down the front stretch here in front of the crowd. He's going to be the new P number 1 on the track. There's the number 9 there behind him. Slides up the racetrack, so slide job there from Nolan. Will he be able to capitalize on it? Yes, he does, but we're going to see if Ryan feeds it back to him. Yes, he will, so slide job. Ryan blinking in and out as these guys are throwing sliders back and forth. Number 9 now, the slider from deep and all the way to the top side, and Ryan really blinking hard there in his car. Hard to keep track of what's going on with him as the number 199 now throws the slide job. Almost contact there in the number 9, but the number 9 didn't check up. He held strong at the top. And he might take it home with the white flag is out. White flag is out. As Nolan might take it home. Hard battle in there from Nolan and Ryan. Ryan is going to try to throw maybe one more slide job. Never mind. 9 of Nolan blocked it off on the bottom side. Going to come into the checker flag. Who's going to have it at the line? Give it to number 9. Good battle there from them. And the 1 and 9 was blinking in quite a bit there, so it was hard to keep track of him. But Nolan Morrow going to be the heat race's #2 winner here at Charlotte. All right, so they will now move into their warm-up. So 5 minutes these guys will get. But really good battle there from the modifieds. Man, I love watching these guys go around the track. They always seem to put on something good here. Really, the 358s, anywhere these guys go. So these guys all get rolling out. They get 5 minutes of practice, 5 minutes to work the track in. But that was a fun heat race to be a part of there. So the 81 of Wesley Gwaltney has the fastest time on the racetrack there with a 16.11. So another fast car from him tonight. Just with 4 minutes to go here for the warm-up. As I do apologize a lot for the constant issues that SDK has. We will hopefully be able to get that fixed ASAP. Might have to, if they can't get it fixed before tomorrow's GFI race, I will unfortunately not be able to do their race. Because this is the worst it's ever been tonight. It's to the point where I actually can't even use it. But I'll at least get you guys through the feature here. And I will try once again to get it fixed. So bear with me here, guys. But Rapid Racing TV might be taking a week break if we cannot get this figured out. Alright, we're going to hope to get loaded back in here for the feature and finish it out. And after that, I will have to send in a support ticket to get all this figured out. Now, if any of you know the issue, please let me know in the comments or the chat, or hit me up on Facebook or something, because this is actually gotten pretty ridiculous using SDK, and there's no other timing overlay, I believe, the way they do it. So unfortunately kind of limited on the options. So just a minute left for these guys. Sam Bachman, though, was able to make his way to the quick time here for warm-up with a 16.08. So Sam is the fastest car on the track at the moment. So just under a minute remaining. We will move into the feature, hopefully. I don't believe it's going to work, though, fellas. I do not believe it's going to work. Alright, we'll see if we can get the grid up on the screen. That'll be our kind of deciding factor here, and if it's going to want to work for us. And that is going to be a negative. Alrighty, guys. Well, unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, going to have to end the stream here and not be able to show these guys their feature. They put on some really good heat racing action. Unfortunately, won't be able to show the feature for them without a ticker at the top, or I can't pull up anything or switch to any other cameras. So I want to wish them good luck, though, if they're in the stream. Stay tuned to Rapid Racing TV, and hopefully, just hopefully, we can get all this sorted out. We will be back in action here for the Silver Bullet Racing League next Sunday.